Our next speaker is a champion speaker, a very eloquent speaker, and an exquisite speaker. Please help me welcome our third speaker of the evening, James Wu.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished young guest over here. Love, love, love. As a child, I searched for love through smiles, through hugs, and the grace of my friends and family. And as an adult, I continue to search for love through the relationships and the positive environments that I surround myself with. Love, love, love. I feel like I have to yell it out now as an adult because love can be so much harder to see. As a kid, I was just surrounded by love. Every day waking up to a loving hug, a loving kiss, some breakfast. People telling you that they love you. Not ignoring or not watching the television, but ignoring the news because I'm too busy focusing on the cartoons. But as I get older and as I become an adult, it feels just a little bit harder to recognize what love is in this world. We see so many tragedies on TV, some far, some close. But it's hard to see love no matter if it is far or if it is close. It's hard to see exactly where the love is and to recognize it. I still see my parents, and I see what love is to them. They've been together for 34 years. That's longer than my entire life. And I look at them and I wonder, how can you stay in love with somebody else on a daily in and out basis? How is this working for you? And I have to ask myself this question because I want to know, how can I offer that love? How can I give that same love that my parents gave for 34 years on a daily basis to another person? I have to ask myself, did I lose that love on the way to adulthood? Or do I still have that childish grip on my favorite toy, which is the love that my parents gave me on a daily basis? And how do I use that love that I had to bring it into a relationship, to bring it into a partner? And hopefully she hasn't lost the love either. Hopefully she has a heart full of Campbell's soup or Lipton, little bubbles racing in every time she sees me and little bubbles racing in every time I see her. I'm talking about that real love, that deep feeling of belonging, that deep feeling of connection, that soul to soul that I want to spend the rest of my life with you, love. The kind of things we hear about in songs, well, at least the old songs. Now the new songs, we don't hear too much about that. The kind of things we used to see in movies. People running and jump on planes, people doing anything they could for their partner. Where do I find that love? I don't just want the Kim Kardashian, Kanye West love. That looks good, but I want something deeper. I want something that's going to rattle my bones and feel exquisite every time I come and I see my partner. I want that real love. Where do I find it? If it's not on TV, if it's not on the media, where do I find this real love? High, low, everywhere is love. Because that love that I want, that love that I seek, that love that I need for my partner has never left me. That love is still right here. As a little bitty baby boy, I was infused with so much love, and I thought I lost it. But every day, every hour, I take a little step closer and closer back to myself to regain that self-love. And when we talk about self-love, we're talking about the actions here. We're not just talking about writing love letters to yourself. We're not just talking about having a false sense of self-esteem. We're not talking about having a big car, big house. We are talking about true, authentic self-love. The love that you get past that lizard brain for. You go past the guilt, you go past the fear, you go past the worry, and you step into a strong sense of love that you had at your birth. And despite all the tragedies that go on in the world, the loss, the heartache, the pain, you are still able to wake up and do what you need to do to gather that self-love you always had and expand it and make it big enough to include a beautiful partner into it. Now, if you don't first partner with yourself, you can't be a partner to anybody else. And that's the truest statement about love. And love is nothing you can put up on a movie screen, nothing you can put in a song. Love is an experience that you can have first with yourself and then with that partner. But if it doesn't start with the self, it doesn't go anywhere. And on my journey back to self-love, I discovered that I'm great. I love myself. I appreciate myself. I love the person that I'm able to wake up and look in the mirror every day with. Love. It holds me, it makes me feel good, and it makes me able to step up here and give all that I got. And I want to share that with each and every one of you. A little piece of the love that I hold for myself that relaxes me at night, wakes me up in the morning to keep going, to be inspired, to be encouraged, to be motivated. And I'm hoping that same inspiring motivation and encouragement will help me find a partner to share this love with. So that little bitty baby girl, that little bitty baby boy that I have, gaga, goo-goo and all that, they can still keep that self-love that they have for themselves and keep spreading it. Because like I said, despite all the things that we see on the news, despite the horrible weather, despite the loss of blood, despite the loss of life, despite the loss of integrity and peace among this world, we still can come to ourselves for that love. And if we just keep giving that to the children that are born in the next generation and the next generation, I think we have a chance. I think we have a chance to come back to that place of love. Love.